A newly released report says elite Australian troops killed dozens of unarmed civilians and prisoners in Afghanistan. The findings come following a 4-year investigation into the actions of Special Forces members between 2003 and 2016. Freelance reporter Stephanie Skinderis is following the story for us from Melbourne and joins us now. Stephanie, thanks for joining us. Tell us about what's in this report.
Well, John, 1 week ago, Prime Minister Scott Morrison told Australians to prepare for a report that would contain what he called difficult and disturbing findings about the conduct of Australian Special Forces in Afghanistan. It had been put together over the last 4 years as the Inspector General of the Australian Defence Force looked into rumours and allegations, including from fellow soldiers who broke ranks and spoke up. It involved hundreds of witnesses, thousands of documents and images, and today, a redacted version of this report has arrived. And quite frankly, it is shocking. It alleges that 25 elite Australian soldiers, this is the SAS, the Special Air Service, and commandos, that they were involved in murdering 39 civilians in Afghanistan. The report says none of these alleged killings were in the heat of battle. None were in any circumstances where the soldier was confused or mistaken, and that the deaths were covered up, excuses made, and lies told, and that anyone who wanted to speak up was discredited. Here are more of the details of what this report found.
Those alleged to have been unlawfully killed were all people under control, in lay terms prisoners, farmers, or other civilians. This shameful record includes alleged instances in which new patrol members were coerced to shoot a prisoner in order to achieve that soldier's first kill in an appalling practice known as blooding.
I mean, obviously quite shocking stuff. Today, the Prime Minister called the President of Afghanistan to express his sorrow over what the report found and to assure him that an investigation is underway.
These are, as you say, Stephanie, awful allegations, revelations, really. What kind of repercussions are we going to see out of this?
Well, if there are repercussions, they will take time. The purpose of this report was to find evidence. Now a new investigative agency is being created to prosecute war crimes, meaning that if convicted, these soldiers face prosecution and the stripping of their medals. The report did not find that anyone higher up the chain knew what was going on, but the Inspector General says that doesn't matter, that commanders bear responsibility for whatever happens underneath them. What is happening more immediately is that one squadron of the SAS is being disbanded, and there is now this really deep reckoning, John, with the culture around these elite forces, a culture that the Inspector General described as one of secrecy, toxic competitiveness, and as he called it, a self-centered warrior culture with a misplaced focus on prestige and power. Now, to fix that, a reform program is underway. Defense forces will have to report on how that's going. But of course, none of that changes that if these allegations are proven true, that 39 people in Afghanistan lost their lives, families were devastated, and this has possibly stained the Australian Defence Force for, possibly years to come.
Thanks for this, Stephanie. Freelance reporter Stephanie Skinderis in Melbourne.